Okay. All right, Max, you ready?
I'm ready, my dude. It's time.
Okay. Three, two, one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kato cast. Back again for the second time after months of inactivity. Here with Max again, my co-caster. Say hello to
What's
the.
good?
Yeah, there you go. Um, so first off, I think we should start off with, or I will start off with, why the hell this episode took so goddamn long. So basically, I didn't really know what to do with it. We did that first episode, and that was fun. We did really well, I think, for our first podcast, and I had a lot of fun doing it. But I began trying to think of what to do for the next one, and I just didn't know what to do. I had no direction with it. I didn't know if I wanted to talk about like gaming stuff or other kinds of things, and I just overall didn't know what to do. So I just didn't do anything, and I just let it kind of just rest for a long, long, long time. But recently, I started listening to more podcasts again, and one of them is a gaming podcast, and another one is more of a life podcast about just things that people can relate to. And when I was thinking about it, I thought, you know, I want this podcast to be something that just that I can relate to, something that you and I can relate to. If there are people or someone out there that was like you or me and they were listening to this, they could be like, you know what, I can relate to this podcast. And it doesn't have to be strictly about gaming or life or whatever. It can just I just want it to be a relatable podcast. And that's my direction that I want to go with this podcast. And so that's what I plan to do. That's what I plan to do here with Max. We may not get them out weekly or monthly, but I think I'd like to try to get them out, semi occasionally, maybe monthly. We'll try to get it monthly. I think that would be a good target. But yeah, anyways, past that, let's go into what we've been doing, because we've been doing a lot since our last cast, haven't we, Max?
That's right, man. Life's gone a long way since then, you know?
Yes, it has. We've grown up even more than we thought we could. So first off, I'll start. We both got jobs. That's the biggest thing. That's the big thing in our life that happened between the past podcast and this one.
We made it.
Yeah, we did. We're not fucking poor and broke and living off of other people anymore.
We made it. You can't see it, but I'm making like excited hand sign. We made it.
Feels good, man.
It does.
I got a job at Walmart after a long time of unemployment. I think I was unemployed since January, because that's when I moved down or up to Missouri from Arkansas. And man, those times are just ugh. For the first bit, I had a decent chunk of money to work with, and I was just kind of riding by. I was paying rent and everything, and then at the end there, when I was applying for jobs and really, really needing a job, I was just not getting anything, and it just felt so fucking bad, because I was just worried about money and worried about what I was gonna do and how I was gonna pay this, and it was shit. I felt like shit. I really did. But I finally received the call from Walmart, and I was really relieved, honestly. And I know it's Walmart. Everyone can joke about it. It's retail, but I was relieved because I had worked at Walmart for almost 2 years. I'd worked there with you, Max, and
Yep.
and
Exactly.
it was a familiar place. Like whenever I'd gone into interviews for other places, they just seemed different, and maybe it's because I was a little scared to get into it, but I was glad that it was Walmart because it was familiar to me, and it pays fucking well too. So, Max, you want to go into your job?
Yeah, so I've been searching for a job for a long time. I was unemployed for a year and a half. You might think, Max, that's terrible. What's wrong with you? I don't know, man. I don't really have an excuse. I don't know what to say. I had enough money to coast by for a long time, and I did, though. So, however, eventually the money train runs out, no matter how much you have. And I said, oh, shit.
Yes.
One day I went and I looked in my account, and I saw I had like a few $100, and I was like, oh, God, what the fuck? How did this happen? Where did it all go? And this is after, going out to the movies, doing fun stuff, buying all.
Hmm.
How did the money go away? I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty fucking obvious how the money went away.
I mean, because you get so comfortable with just always
Yeah.
having money and just always
Yeah,
being able to
exactly.
pay for shit. And so you just
don't
keep
even really
paying
think
for
about
shit.
it too much, and then
Yeah.
it's just gone.
And
But
one
then
day
also
you're
we were
yeah.
moving, and our new land. You gotta you gotta prove to me you're applying to jobs, Max. So we're not gonna let you into the new place. All right, whatever.
Oh.
So I mean, I'd been trying to find a job for like a few months before this, but I really started working now. Like, oh shit, they're not gonna get a job. All right. So I'm applying to all these fucking places, and I'll be honest, everywhere I applied to made me want to fucking kill myself. Like everything looked terrible. Like it was like factory work.
Oh
Like,
God.
yeah, all kinds of like terrible stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna
But
butt in
then,
real quick.
yeah,
Factory
of
work.
course.
I did that for 2-3 months. It is fucking god awful. It is soul sucking. It is
Yeah,
terrible.
one of my friends has done that, and one of my other friends has done that. He told me that.
It is terrible. And also, you're cutting out every now and then. I like how it does that now, and not before
God
when we were
damn it.
testing it.
Okay.
But that's all right. You just keep on going.
Let's try this. Yeah. So eventually, I'm like, shit. I'm gonna have to like work at one of these factory jobs because I'm bound to get one of them. What can I do that's not that terrible? And then I realized, Max, you worked at Walmart for a while. You know who's gonna really want to hire you? Fucking Target. All right. So after a bit of hesitation, I put in my application for Target. My hesitation about applying for Target's just something completely unrelated. Don't worry about that. But I eventually put in my application there. Fucking like 2 days later, I get a call from some number in Seattle at this is like 6 or 7 a.m. I don't know why they called me. And I was like asleep, obviously, because it was an unemployed failure. Of course I was asleep. That's what you do just like all the time when you don't have money. You just sleep
till
That's
1.
it. Like, honestly, yeah. You sleep till 1, you fuck around for a couple hours, and you go back to sleep. Like, what else are you going to do when you don't have any money? But I wake up. For some reason, I actually answer the call. And it's the dude from HR. He's like, dude, yo, this is Andrew, I think it was, from the downtown Seattle Target. And I'm like, ah, shit. And I knew, like, the moment I picked up the phone to that, I knew I had the job at Target. Like, I won't fuck this up, surely. Like, surely it'll be fine. So I, like, talk to him, do, like, a little, like, mini interview type thing on the phone. And then they're like, hey, when can you, like, come into the store for, like a full interview with, like, the management and stuff? And I'm like, hell yeah. So I went in, like, a few days later. I fucking went in, fucking aced that interview. All the managers and stuff were like sucking my dick. Like the best part, I think my favorite part of the interview was when, here's the kind of stuff you're gonna have to do for your job. Now, what kind of stuff did you do at Walmart when you worked there? And I just read their list back to them of like everything, and I could see the guy was like, I want to hire this boy. But yeah, I got the job at Target. Been working there a couple months. Pretty okay. It's comfy. The pay's really good since I'm in downtown. Like, I can't complain, Everyone there's cool. Like, the managers are pretty nice people. It's okay. You get to see homeless people fight sometimes too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, dude.
Any interesting fights that you've seen?
No, it's usually been really boring. Usually they're both so drunk it's pretty unimpressive, to be honest.
Well, I guess I can't expect some anime shit like him jumping across the walls.
Jumps onto the wall, unsheaths 2 katanas.
Owarida. Just kills him.
Nothing like that, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, I feel the same as you. You know, it's managers are good. They're people,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it pays well, and I'm just happy to
Yeah,
be
exactly.
doing what I do.
Same.
Can you hear my dog whining in the back?
A little bit. He's
All
good
right,
though.
hold on.
He's a good lad. Just let him do his thing.
Don't know why he's whining. Anyways, sorry about that.
Oh, he's good.
So, any other thing you've done? Anything cool that you want to talk about that you've done?
Ah, is this in reference to me
Well,
ascending to godhood at my store?
okay, I'm making it sound like it is. I'm honestly just asking in case. I don't know if you want to talk about
Oh
certain
no,
aspects of
I'm
your life or not. But
yeah,
if you
yeah.
do,
I'm
go for
totally
it.
cool with like anything. Like I'll talk about whatever. In my
Yeah, go for it,
whenever I
dude.
have friends who ask me about like really weird shit in my life, and then I start talking about it, they'll always be like, "Wait, what are you?" I don't know. You asked. Like, I don't care. My life's an open book. Like, but yeah. So this was a week ago from today. Actually, is the day I went out. But actually, a couple days before that, there's this cute girl from my orientation at work that I'm friends with.
Oh, be careful.
And
She might watch this podcast and see that you're calling her cute.
yeah, okay. If you're listening, I think you're hella fucking cute. All right, like let's just be totally honest. But anyway, that's we'll get into that later. You give me a call if you're listening. We'll hash that out. But anyway, she like needed something from like my floor, even though she's a cashier. So she was like up there, and we just like started chatting, and it was like a really good like productive conversation. We were like hitting it off and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, this is like really good. Like this is good human interaction, which I haven't gotten much of lately. And then she's like, hey, so a bunch of us are going out on Friday. Do you want to come with us? And you know, I'm like a huge fucking like not a social person. I don't like go out and do things, especially with
Right.
strangers and shit.
Right.
But I just said no balls. I looked her dead in the eyes and I said, hell fucking yeah, I'll be there. So all right, she gets my number later, puts me in like this big group text message type thing for us all. And we fucking do it. We meet at the store at like 10 p.m. Friday night. And there was like maybe 6 of us, all right. So like not as big a group as I thought. So it was like still kind of comfy. And 10 o'clock, we leave the store. We're outside the store. Dude like pulls out this big bottle of vodka, and he's like, all right, we got a pregame, lads. All right. So like all of the girls take like maybe one swig of vodka. They're done. And one of the guy who brought the vodka takes a couple. He's done. So it's up to me and one guy to drink like maybe 60% of this bottle, all right? And we do it. He and I just pass it back and forth, each taking a swig until we drank the whole bottle. No chasers, nothing, dude. It was pretty badass. You might think, Max, that probably like fucked you up. Like, no, I was like okay at this point. So we get on the train, we like ride to, you know, where we're going. We get there. Whatever, nothing too interesting happens. I'm just like talking with all the people I'm with. I'm being like really funny and like charming and stuff, like just tearing it up. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but this is great. Like this is good shit. We get to the first club. This is where things go bad. We get to the first club. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, before we left, I designated myself to be the group's guy. I don't know what to call it exactly.
Guy?
But the guy who, when you have alcohol you don't want to finish, you give it to him and he finishes it.
Oh.
So I was the closer for the group. All right.
The
So we get
trash
to this
can.
club. Yeah, exactly. We get to the club and a bunch of us order our drinks. And one of the guys, he gets his Long Island iced tea, which is what I also happen right now. He gets his, he takes a few drinks, he doesn't like it, passes it to me, like the whole thing. I'm like, okay, fine. Here's the bad news, though. I have a Long Island iced tea on the way. So you might think, like, Max, what did you do? Did you give it to someone else? No, I'm not a pussy. I just fucking downed the whole glass, like, in, like, 30 seconds or something. And I don't know if you're familiar with those drinks, but they're very, very alcoholic. Typically have, like, 4 to 6 shots in them. Like, lots of alcohol. Whatever, it's fine. You know, I drank my one, whatever. I get my second one. At this point, we're like moving to the dance floor because like me and the other guy who got his drink were like the last ones to get our drink. So we're like moving to the dance floor now. and I'm fucking just shredding shit, tearing it up on the dance floor, drinking my just downing my second drink as I'm dancing, like drinking as I'm dancing. Everyone's like, "What the fuck is Max doing?" I'm like, I'm just going wild, whatever."
As
To be
you
honest
should
with
do.
you, yeah.
I mean,
To
you
be
know
honest
what?
with you,
Sounds like fun.
yeah. I don't remember much else about the night, but there was like a few hours of things I did after that. I don't remember fucking anything, dude. I apparently fell down a flight of stairs at some point. I have a giant bruise on my side that's still there. It's like black and purple and stuff. I have like a few bruises on like my arms and but whatever, it's fine, like
Wow.
it's good, And there was at some point in the night I was so drunk that like I was with two of the girls from the group, and I don't know if this actually happened, but I have like very, very foggy memories of it happening, so maybe it did. I think it did, but I'm not for sure. Of me like being so drunk I like couldn't really like walk down the sidewalk and stuff. So I had to have like one of them on like either side of me, like holding my hand, like both of them just like guiding me down the street and stuff. So I looked like a really cool guy with a girl at each arm, I'm sure.
Man.
And then, oh, I don't know if I told you, the final part of the story is pretty good too. So I send my friend a message. He said he'd like, pick me up when I'm done.
Yeah.
And the message is just, like that. Like, this dude drives around for like half an hour trying to find me because I couldn't send him an intelligible message of where I am. I think eventually he called me and I picked up and like sort of told him where I was and he found me, but I'm pretty impressed he found me. Like,
that's dedication.
Yeah, what a good lad. But yeah, that's what's happened in my life, and now I'm really cool at Target. Everyone,
they treat you as a god.
Before I was like kind of the quiet person that knew me, like, but like a lot of the like people I didn't regularly interact with didn't really like talk to me or like greet me or anything.
Yeah.
Now everyone's like, "Yo, Max, what's up? Yo, Max, you got to come to my place and drink sometime, man." I'm like, "Yeah, bro." I have like cute like normie girls and stuff now will come up and like chat me up and stuff, and I'm like, this is weird, dude.
You've made it, man. You've done it. You're in, as they call it.
Yeah, I think I lost some points with the girl I like that night. I think it was like a bit too wild for her, but you know whatever.
You just gotta put the foot
I consider
on the ground.
I consider it a trade. I traded those points for cool points with literally everyone else.
Yes,
at the store.
You did.
It was
and you know what?
Calculated trade.
You had a ton of fun that night, as it sounds
yeah,
like.
Dude. It's fine.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna check up on my dog real quick.
Yeah, make sure he's all right. But yeah, to anyone out there listening, that's the story of how the legend of Max Power began. That's what I've had a few people call me now. Pretty wild stuff, though. Definitely not my usual kind of thing. So it's for me, but it was fun. Sometimes you gotta go out there and try new stuff, and you'll just suddenly find, wow, this is great. Like I love this. Who would have thought? Certainly not me, but here we are. I had a ton of fun. Good shit.
I have returned, and you are speaking.
Yeah, just for our tons of listeners out there, I wanted to just keep talking while you were gone.
No, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. The dog was afraid to walk past the cat, so
Jesus.
He's all good now. He's fine.
Didn't you help him past the cat?
Yes, I did. It's a new dog, and because our old one passed away, he had kidney failure.
Oh,
but it's a new dog, and the cat's still getting used to him, and he's like hissing at him and everything. So I just went and smacked the cat on the face.
Yeah, like you do.
No, I fucking punched him through the goddamn roof because he's a fucking cat. I hate cats.
All right, calm down, man. All right, now let me see what's the timer here so I can send this to Amy.
Yeah.
How long have we been streaming?
Make a big clap, and you can see it.
Let me highlight this part. Oh man.
I think he's also wanting to go outside, but nope. I got a podcast to run, buddy.
I know my cat's like outside trying to like break down my door, and I'm like, not now, my dude. Sorry.
Uh, yeah. Me, aside from the job, I mean, really, I've just been working. Before the job, I joined a team, Overwatch team.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that season I had gotten to GM. I dropped out of it because I'm a fucking shitty, of course. No, I dropped out because of dumb shit that we'll get into later. But
yeah, sounds good.
But yeah, I joined a little team. We played in the Overwatch, the Blizzard Contenders. We lost pretty much instantly. I think we won 2 rounds and then lost once we actually hit a decent team.
Right.
And then ever since that, I've pretty much been unable to play with them because of work. They're all in East Coast, and I'm in Central. And so when I get off work now, it's time for them to stop playing and they can't play past that time.
Yeah.
They're all, I think, high schoolers too, or graduating, so they do have a curfew.
Yeah.
So so that's unfortunate. I told them I pretty much am stepping down. I stepped down. I don't think I'll be able to play for them for the foreseeable future because right now I gotta care about my bills. I got bills to pay. They ain't gonna pay my bills. So
yeah.
But yeah, that was a interesting experience. Getting the team together was really hard to do, especially because they were high schoolers. They all have their own schedules as well, whereas I was mostly free. But it was interesting getting to play in a team environment. We never really were able to sort of become what you would think of when you say team. It was more...
Yeah.
It was closer to like just a pickup game kind of thing where you just throw 6 random people together, and unfortunately we never were able to become a team, I would say.
Yeah.
And that was an issue because we didn't have much practice before Contenders weekend, and so it just we'd scrimmed, I think 3 or 4 times a week, but it just didn't work out. And I think
sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work out. That's fine, and I wish them luck. It's really doubtful seeing me on a team unless I can get paid. That's the only way I would be on be able to be on a team, because I gotta work. I need to work.
Yeah.
But it was an enjoyable experience, and getting to play against pro teams was fun. It was a nice experience.
Nice.
He's still whining. Games? Any games you played?
Let's see. Recently?
Yeah. Or anything that sticks out.
I don't know. I bought the Final Fantasy a few days ago. I've been playing that. It's fun.
The 12 remake?
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been fun. Let's see. What else have I played? I don't know. Like, not much. Like, I kind of feel like I don't have that much time for video games right now. I'm just like going to work all the time. Like.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just do what you can.
Yeah.
Keep going. Yeah.
I was just gonna go into what I was playing, so go ahead.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was just gonna ask. Like, what have you been playing right now and stuff? Yeah.
Okay, so I beat Nier Automata. That was quite a while ago. I think last month I beat it.
Okay. Nice.
I don't know have you played it or beat it?
Not yet. No.
Okay. I am almost certain that you would like it if you played it.
I'm sure I will. I liked the first Nier, so.
Yeah, this one was really good. There were some issues with playing it. It had crashes every now and then, and that kind of soured this experience a little bit. But
yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it really did, because I'd be, I'd progress a certain amount, and then all of a sudden crash, and I'd have to start over again. And
yuck.
It was somewhat frequent for a while. But aside from those crashes, the game was just really, really good. It was yeah. That's really all I got to say about it. It was just a really, really good game. The last
nice.
good game that I played that was single player that I really enjoyed was Witcher, and so I'd compare it to that as just a strong game. It's just one of those games where if you could recommend it to people and they would play it and they would probably enjoy it.
Yeah.
And to anyone who happens to be watching it, or to you even if you don't know, I'm sure you do though. Near Automata, you've got to beat it multiple times.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just stop after the first playthrough because the story just keeps going, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aside from that, I've been playing a lot of PUBG, Player Unknown's Battlegrounds.
Nice.
You know your meme game that you see on Twitch that everyone plays? It's honestly, it's tons of fun. It is maybe it's because I'm so burnt out on Overwatch, but it is just so refreshing and so enjoyable. And the devs, I mean, you know, Jeff Kaplan communicates to the Overwatch community quite frequently, but the PUBG, it's in early access right now, and I don't feel like it's an early access game. Like there are optimization issues and you know, tech issues and stuff, but I feel like it holds its own, and it definitely does. Looking at the numbers, like I read an article last week saying that it had like 300,000 concurrent players on Steam. And that's a shit ton of players at one time.
Yeah.
And getting matches in that game is just quick, just easy. Like you press play and you pretty much are in a lobby that's ready to go. So it's a very fun game. I've been playing it pretty much every night to replace Overwatch.
Hello.
Are you playing it with anyone else or just alone?
Did you let them out?
Rip. He's gone.
Yeah, Amy came home.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, so PUBG, really fun. I've been playing that every night to replace Overwatch. I play Overwatch about once a week now just to fill out my 7 games, because if you don't play all 7 games, then your rank decays. And it's stupid, but it is. And also, I've been playing Shadowverse because you introduced me to that card game.
I kind of want to apologize for
Current meta is something you probably should apologize for, but what can you do about it?
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the numbers, but in like, you know, like the Masters and the Grandmasters rank where people like try hard.
Yeah.
45% of people play Bloodcraft. There's 7 factions, and 45% of players are playing one of them, and they've not done anything about this. It's fine. This is fine. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
What's the other 55% playing? Haven and Neutral Sword?
Haven and Rune. Haven and Rune are the most common. Yeah.
Yeah. Every game I've been playing, because I've been trying to do my dailies, but lately I just haven't. Because every game I play, it's Blood with fucking Spawn of Abyss, or something, any other deck with Alice.
Yeah, I know. Alice is stupid.
And I didn't even.
It feels bad.
Go ahead.
Oh, it feels bad because like I have like 35,000 vials. So like I could make a Spawn of the Abyss deck. It just doesn't look fun. Like why would I want to do that?
Yeah,
like,
it's just
play the same deck as everyone.
Play what? Baphomet, get Spawn of Abyss, play Spawn of Abyss.
You win. Yeah, whichever of you went first wins. Like if it's Blood versus Blood, whoever goes first wins. And if it's not Blood versus Blood, the Blood player probably wins even if they didn't go first. But if they did go first, they for certain win.
And whenever I didn't even realize that this isn't even Spawn of Abyss, Alice. I didn't even realize she buffs neutral cards in the hand.
Yeah, it's
like that's
so
fucking
stupid.
insane. It buffs pretty much everything you can have.
Yeah,
so if you got 3 Alices, Jesus, it's just not fun to play right now.
No, it's really not. It's depressing, honestly, because I used to really like. I think, but
it's so fun, but right now it's not fun
Yeah, it's not.
because of this new pack, and
Every
it's so
expansion in this
unfortunate.
game's been terrible. Like, but the past two though, the Wonderland, whatever it's called, and then the one before that, Tempest of the Gods, have
Yeah,
just been horrible and full of cancer, and like everyone hates them.
I heard each expansion has just been getting worse and worse and worse with,
Yeah, for sure.
and yeah, and it's
The
just
first expansion was like relatively like okay. Like Darkness Evolved was okay. But after that it's just been trash, 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 trash.
it. Yeah, it's so
It's
unfortunate. Like I'm
yeah.
so glad that I'm still in like bottom of the bottom, rank B, so that I can still play against people who aren't fucking try harding and they don't have,
Yeah.
you know, every single perfect deck.
Yeah, I'm in
So
like upper B rank and I'm already fighting all the like Spawn of the Abyss and stuff. Like I've not even been doing my quests anymore. I've just been like logging in for my daily stuff and
yeah,
then
I see
logging
that like
out.
every now and then, but yeah, I see that probably 50%. It's either Spawn
Yeah.
of Abyss or Alice deck. Thankfully, I can still sort of do my dailies if I just keep on going and going and going until I find that one person who's not fucking playing stupid shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it was a fun game before that expansion. I was
It
still
was.
new, and I remember complaining to you a lot about a lot of shit, but
Yeah.
overall it's fun. I was complaining to you because I was still new,
I get you. I get you.
and
I keep wanting to believe they'll, but it might be too far gone to fix Shadowverse now.
uh, I I still want to keep playing the game because
Yeah, me too.
I haven't invested money into it, but like I've
Mhm.
got good decks. I've got
Yeah,
really
that's
nice
how I feel
decks.
too. Like, I feel like I have a really good collection of cards and stuff, and I feel like I have like various different decks I can play, which is like unheard of for a free to play card game
Yeah.
without spending money. Like actually being able to play multiple decks and stuff. So I don't want to quit, but I feel like they want me to quit.
Just with this release is just because I was just waiting all fucking month long for this release because I was like,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
I'm saving all my rupees. I'm gonna buy the shit out of this expansion, and then it
Mhm.
comes, and then I get a bunch of cards, and I didn't even get decent cards. I just got the basics and like 2 or 3 legendaries that weren't Spawn of Abyss or Alice, and I go into the games, and all of a sudden, Spawn of Abyss. I remember the first time I saw that card, it was played against me. I was like, I click it to see what it does, you know? And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. It's ambush. All right. I can work with that. It deals 6 damage if it attacks an ambush. Okay, that's kind of scary. Last words. Deal 6 damage. Oh, okay.
Wait
So
a second.
so once Spawn of Abyss comes onto the field, then I am minus 6 HP. That's
Yeah.
all right. So it's
Hope you played Haven so you can banish it. Fuck you if not.
and if it's like, oh god, there's no counterplay to that.
No, there's not. Like, there's no deck that can counter.
You destroy it, minus 6 damage. You
Yeah.
don't destroy it, minus 12 damage.
You can't win.
Or if they have an evolve, then minus 6 damage on the turn it's played.
And that's not even to mention, like, before this, they've probably dominated you game with, like, Tove and all their neutral stuff. So, like,
Yep.
you can't fucking
Tove.
do anything. Tove is so broken. I hate
Fucking
that
Tove.
card. Fucking Tove, fucking Goblin Leader, fucking Alice, fucking fuck Shadowverse.
Honestly, Goblin Leader, I can take care of that. But when I see a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
Tove
it's
come
annoying,
out,
but it's not bad. Yeah.
Tove just pisses me off. 3/3
Tove
for what?
triggers
2
me
play
so
points?
bad for 2. Yeah. It's okay, dude. He can't attack unless you fucking play a neutral. And then
Okay,
he
so
gets rush.
turn-
He gets rush.
So turn 3, play Tove, and then play fucking Goblin. Suddenly, Jesus.
I'm
Ugh.
triggered, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You should see all like the Shadowverse streamers now. all of them just hate the game and they just talk shit just all the time when they're streaming and stuff. Like, this game sucks cock. I hate this game as they're playing it and stuff. Like,
Yeah, it's
so bad. I please.
I'm not
Side
going to
games-
Hearthstone, but please
No,
Shadowverse.
I'm not that. Yeah, I'm not that bad. I'll never to that. Fuck Blizzard. Hearthstone can suck my cock, but
If Shadowverse just can't pick it up, then I'm just not going to have a card game to play.
yeah, I may go see what else is out there. I don't know if there's anything interesting, but I'll try.
Yeah, well, are we good on that rant?
We're good.
I think I
that's
got
enough
it out of me.
Shadowverse, I think.
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of anger and toxicity,
Nice.
I want to go into this topic, which is a bit more personal, but I think you also can relate to it. You've experienced it.
Yeah, I can
It's
I
just-
can give some input here whenever you're done too. So
Yeah, it's anger. It's anger. You know, where we've all felt it. We all feel it all the time.
What
Getting
the
angry.
fuck?
Exactly, just like that. You stupid fucking idiot. I have 4 golds. What are you doing? This is gonna be the big topic of the day. I want to talk about it because I acknowledge that I am a very, very angry person with a lot of built-up rage. I can get very toxic very quickly in video games, and it's just easy for me to just get angry and hate people. And it even translates to real life, and that's why I want to talk about it, because it's something that I want to work on, because I have a hard time making friends in real life because I just tend to not care about people really, and I'm easily like it's so easy for me to pick out flaws in people, and
are you
it's-
the kind of person that like once you see the flaw you can't like unsee it and now you
yeah
think badly of them because like you've
yeah and
there's just no unseeing it like
it's not even like, you know, outside flaws. It's just like inner flaws, like how they are as a person that I see, and I'm like,
yeah.
you know, I can't like this. I can't be okay with this, and I should be okay with it because I don't need to hate it. I don't need to dislike them for that reason. I can acknowledge that they have flaws and be like, okay, these are flaws, and you know, maybe I'll have to work around them. But
Yeah,
you know, it's hard for me to make friends with people because I do that. And as for my anger, I get way too angry about every single fucking thing. Like in real life, in video games, I get angry sometimes for no reason other than just because I can be angry about something, and it's I don't know, it's unhealthy. And I feel like it's kind of all pent up inside of me from just years of like a lot of it's just years of rage from being singled out and you know, getting made fun of as a child, and getting bullied a little bit here and there, and just all the past events in my life that just kind of keep building onto each other. You know, one thing here, one thing there, maybe not too bad, but when it keeps stacking up on each other, like school, you know, I was unsuccessful in school, and I've had a lot of past non-relationships that I was unsuccessful in, and well, drug abuse, that's that's obviously a factor in it, because I used to abuse Adderall in high school, and that probably contributed to my emotional unstableness, instability, and just a lot of things, you know, a lot of things. Friends just leaving and not really being friends anymore, and not having a job or knowing where a career wants to go. It's, you know, all that just stacks together, and just kind of just, you know, it happens to everyone too. It just stacks up and just becomes this big thing that's just balling up inside of you until it's just ready to break. And actually, I have an incident that I'd like to talk about where it did break for me, is when Kyle, an old coworker of ours from the other Walmart that we both worked with, after you left, me and him hung out a lot, and we would go work out and everything. One night after work, we went to go work out at a nearby park, and we were just sparring, you know, and before all this, there was a lot of emotional instability in me. You know, school was starting to, you know, shit, go to the shitter, and this was also the time when I was trying to, you know, get with Amy, who I am with now, and I'm really happy. But you know, I felt like I was unsuccessful and having a lot of issues with that in that regard, and it just felt like nothing was going right for me. And so there we were, just you know, sparring with each other, and I'm just getting frustrated because I'm getting tired, and I can't seem to get a hit on him. And then you know, he gets tired, and he's like, "All right, I'm done." And he tosses the gloves down. He's not angry or anything. He's just like, "I'm done. Let's go home. I'm tired now." And then I just kind of explode on him because I'm frustrated because I couldn't hit him that night.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I yell at him. I'm like, "Put those fucking gloves back on." And then he just like looks at me, and he just instantly gets angry right back at me. And I can't remember what he says, but he like kicks the gloves away and then walks to his truck. And then I just kind of sit there, and I'm like, just, you know, lamenting in what I just did. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but I'm just sitting there, and I'm just like, I just got so angry for no reason. And it's because of all this stuff bottled up inside of me. And then so I go over there, and I'm like, "Kyle, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get angry at you like that, you know." And then we just talk a bit, and okay, before that, we were still a bit angry at each other. We were saying things, and I had my polypropylene sword in my car, and I pulled it out, and I just started like whacking the shit out of the nearby bushes, and I was just screaming like, you know, "Oh, my life is shit. Things are just, you know, I'm a big fuck up. I can't do shit right at all." And then I put that away, and then we just got into it. We're like, you know, "We're sorry, man. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, you shouldn't say that about yourself," is what Kyle told me. And, you know, we made up. But yeah, basically I blew up because of all that just got piled up inside of me. And it just, you know, I was just a very angry person back then, and I still am. And I'm trying to calm that down. Because, like I said, it's bleeding into real life. It's bleeding into gaming, and just turning me into like a toxic piece of shit all the time. Like I couldn't tell you how many times I've yelled at Chef and Siege while we were playing games or playing Overwatch at just things that, okay, they maybe did it wrong, but I don't need to yell at them. I don't need to get angry at them. And you know, it's honestly, because I'm noticing it, and I'm scared of, you know, scaring them off and making them not my friend, because I enjoy playing with these guys, and I don't want them to not want to play with me because they're like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to play with Hitsu tonight because I don't want to get yelled at," you know. And that's just
I've been there. I had a friend that was like that, and I eventually mostly stopped playing stuff with him.
And
he like got just too wild, just like all the time. Like you just like die once, and he just like be like screaming and stuff, and I'm like, this is too much. Like I'm done. Like
See, that's exactly what I was so scared of. And it's honestly happened a few times where I've just, you know, yelled at someone, and they just like, "All right, I'm done for the night. I don't want to hear you yell at me." And so they would just leave for the night. And I just sit there and be like, "Why am I getting this angry? I just made this person go away, and now I don't have anyone to play with." And it's just, it's unhealthy. And I spoke to Siege about all this too. And he told me he was just like me, you know. He used to get angry over nothing, and just getting angry just because he can be angry. And, you know, Siege, if you're watching, sorry if I'm spilling your secrets, but, you know, he told me he eventually just kind of got over it and grew out of it, and just kind of started not giving a shit about things or people or whatever. He just started not caring about, you know, what someone does or who they are or why they're doing something. He just, you know, didn't get angry. And for some reason, it just kind of like flipped a switch in me after that night that we were talking about that. And I was just like, you know what? Maybe I do need to just grow out of it and just grow up and just stop getting angry and just not care. And so honestly, you know, it's been helping me. You know, I've been thinking like, you know, why do I need to be angry here? Why do I need to let this affect me? Why do I need to, you know, let this person piss me off, and these thoughts just keep coming back over and over and over again. And it's just, I feel like I've just slowly become more tame and more not so toxic as I used to be. And like I haven't yelled while playing a video game for a couple months. Well, okay, I've probably yelled here and there, but I haven't yelled constantly for a while now. And even when I'm driving, and it's so easy to get angry when you're driving, but now maybe I yell a bit just to have fun with yelling, because it is fun to yell in your car. But
it's okay.
I just yell a bit, and then I just go on, and I just don't care. And I gotta say, it feels so much better. It really does. And I've noticed how much calmer that I've become since then. And it's just, I don't know, it's felt so much, I've just felt healthier and more emotionally stable ever since then. And I wanted to talk about just anger and whatever. So
you're growing up, mate.
I mean, we talked about this together before too, and you said even you were starting to just grow out of it. You used to get kind of angry, but now you're just like, you know what?
Yeah. Who cares? Like, what are you gonna do anymore?
Yeah. And
I used to be like super angry when I was like really young. Like maybe not even a teenager, like 10, 11, 12 and stuff. Like,
yeah,
I would get really mad. I would like take my shoes off and throw them at people. I would like throw myself at people and like punch them and like bite them and stuff if they made it. Was wild, dude.
Yeah,
it was pretty wild.
Were you still do you still have any of that in you, or
not really? Like, there was kind of like one time with my brother where I got mad at him, and I like just like took my hand and I just like scratched him with my fingernails and like cut him a bunch. And after I did it, I kind of sat there for a minute like, Max, that's too fucked up. Like, and he didn't like do anything. Like, he didn't like punch me or anything. Like, he just kind of sat there and was like, what? Like, what are you doing? And I like really, really thought about it, and I was, that's too much. Like, it's time to not. I just said like, all right, the anger is over. Like, it's time to not be angry anymore. And for the most part, like, I just stopped being an angry person after that. Like,
okay,
I don't know. Like,
yeah, no, it's the feeling of just not being as angry as you used to be, and just, I don't know. I look back at like how angry I used to get and how quickly I would get angry, and it just, like, it's fun getting angry sometimes, and that's probably why I allowed myself to get angry so easily, is because it was also fun for me. But there's a point where all that anger, even if just in fun, starts becoming a part of you and just turns you a bit more toxic,
Yeah. I understand. It's nice sometimes just taking a deep breath and, this is fine, I don't mind. You're playing a game and your team's like being really stupid. You take a breath and you have a laugh, You get mad.
And honestly,
you don't get in the chat and be like, you just say, wow, they're quite stupid. This is very funny. Like, whatever.
Yeah. And speaking of, like, Overwatch, that was just such a big source of my anger, because it's that team, or that game is such a team-based game that just one person can fuck it up for your entire team, just not doing your job, not doing their job as well as the rest of your team. And you can't carry no matter how good you are, unless you're like a top 500 player thrown into like bronze rank. Then you can carry, because that's thousands of points of skill difference right there. But like, you can't throw a top 500 player into an average game and have them carry. It's just you need a team for this game. It's a team-based game, and when one person sours it for you, it's just so easy to get angry. And
Yeah, it was the same when I played Dota. Like it's the exact same stuff, and it even made me angry since Dota did. Like,
yeah, it's like you just get angry, and at some point you're just like, you know what, I'm just gonna yell at this guy because I'm angry and I need to get
yeah,
it out.
yeah, I know. I remember one time just like getting really mad at this guy in Dota and like telling him to kill himself and all this stuff. And after the game, all of my friends were because like I don't usually do that. All of my friends are like, "Max, are you all right? Like, what the fuck?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like immediately after the game, like I like closed the game, but I was like still in the call with them, and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know what that was." Like, because I was like, "You stupid piece of shit! Like, how could you die this many times? You need to fucking uninstall Dota and fucking go hang yourself. You know what? Why don't you go ask your dad to help you? I bet he'll happily help you kill yourself. That's what he's always wanted." I'm just like going in like the whole game, like I don't even know, dude. Like,
That yeah. That's
sure
me
you
a
can
lot of the
relate.
nights. Well, see, the thing is, for me, I kind of like bottle it up even if I see someone playing like absolute dog shit. Like I just bottle it up, but the moment like someone starts talking shit or saying something
Yeah,
stupid
yeah.
about how I'm
That's
doing, that's when
that's
I
how it
just
is for me
explode. I'm
too.
like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not taking any of this.
Yeah, that's right. I guess I should say that's how it was for me. Yeah, I understand.
That's the quickest way to make me like super pissed off and super tilted in
Yeah,
Overwatch is just some
I'm.
other person
Yeah,
blaming shit on me. It's like, no, it's obviously not me, especially
yeah.
because I play support.
Blame the support. Fucking classic.
But yeah, Overwatch is, and I want to kind of go off topic real quick about Overwatch. That game, and if anyone pays attention to the Overwatch like subreddits, like competitive Overwatch and everything, it's weird because everyone or a majority of the community is just getting so fed up with the community, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's like they're, and it's how I've been feeling these past two seasons too. It's just so many people. I just go into a game and then it's either, am I going to get a toxic guy here? Or am I going to get a guy who's just going to throw? Am I going to get a guy who's just going to play one hero and not swap off? And it's just it doesn't become fun when every single game that you join is you're just thinking that you're just hoping and praying that you get teammates that'll cooperate or teammates that won't tilt. And it's
Right.
after two seasons of that, it's just like, why do I want to keep playing this if I'm not having fun doing this? Like I'm just going
Yeah,
into
yeah.
games scared that one of the six people that I'm playing with are just gonna fuck it up for me. And it shouldn't be such a big factor. Like these people should be taken care of. They should not, have the ability to get so, they shouldn't be free to throw or be toxic. They should
Yeah,
be
yeah.
scared to be toxic or throw or whatever. And yet you see one every other game or so, and it's like, come on, moderate your community a little bit,
Hmm.
because you're trying to grow a competitive sport right now. You're putting fucking shit ton of money into a esport that may not even be an esport. So at the very least, moderate your community and make sure that they're not toxic. Make sure that they're not throwing so easily, because it's just going to make the rest of your community not want to play. And that's pretty much how I'm feeling about Overwatch right now. Like I said, the only time I play Overwatch is when I go in like every Sunday or something to complete my 7 games a week so I don't drop my rank. And half the time I end up dropping my rank anyways because, you know, shit games. And it's just like, what? Because the game is so much fun, but it's also so much not fun. It's so easy
Yeah.
to not be fun. But when it's fun, it's so fucking fun. And I hate that because, I could play, I want to play the game every single day and have fun with it. But I can't because of the community. And it's just, yeah.
Feels so
Anyways,
bad, dude.
Anyways, that was my little rant on
Yeah.
Overwatch and why I just can't play it as much now. I
Yeah. The
emotionally.
problem too is when you like wanna when you're wanting to like play ranked and like be serious and stuff, it like puts like more stress on you too. Likely to
Yeah.
like get angry and snap and stuff. Like
Yeah, because that's all I play too is ranked and competitive play, and
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like it's just sure it's just imaginary points that are at stake, but still, it means shit to you as a player, and when it's just so easily manipulated by every single other player you're playing with,
Yeah.
it just doesn't feel good. Anyways, Overwatch, I still love playing it because I just love Zenyatta, and I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I am really, really amazing at Zenyatta. And I love playing it, and I really wish I could keep on playing it. And I do play it with Siege. I duo with him once a week, whenever I do play.
Yeah.
But PUBG is where it's at. I still get toxic in that game too.
Do you play PUBG alone or do you play with
I I sometimes I play alone, but usually every night I squad up with like Chef or Siege or other people in our Discord.
nice. Nice.
So it's pretty fun. Hey, maybe you should get PUBG and play with us,
Yeah,
huh?
I've
Huh?
been considering it. I've not done it yet.
Listen, the game is just it's just pure fun. Like, and it's pure fun. You can't really get angry at people because the moment
Hmm.
you die, that's it. You're out. You can't type in
Yeah, yeah.
chat. You can't talk shit to someone. It's just you're done, and then you go into your next game, and that just creates such a far less toxic environment. I think, unless you're
Yeah.
in a Discord with people and you see people not killing things, and it, uh, they're the ones usually killing things. It's usually me who fucks up, anyways. But yeah, PUBG is a lot of fun, and it's really been helping me not play Overwatch and get less toxic too. Honestly, so anything else you want to say about getting angry?
Yeah,
Any
that's like a big reason why I quit Dota though, is because my friends like got too angry. Played it
really?
not just not like at me, but like they would just like yell at like we'd have like a 4-person team and they just like yell at like the one random we picked up if they just like missed like one spell or something, and I'm like we all do that too. Like you can't just screech and scream at everyone for missing one spell and stuff. Like
Yeah.
it was too ridiculous. I'm like, all right, I'm done.
And that
Stupid.
person is me, and that's why you
Yeah,
quitting.
yeah.
Like I don't, I want to make sure that doesn't happen whenever I play with people.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly.
It's
Exactly.
unfortunate that do you still think you'd ever play Dota?
No, but that's mostly because of the game. The
Oh,
game went to shit as well. So
oh,
like
okay,
I probably, but that was like after I quit. I,
okay,
I was actually considering going back, and then they released all these like huge changes, and it's like Dota anymore. So no, I don't think I'll ever go back, but not because of my
okay.
yeah.
Well, to anyone watching, or to anyone who ever does watch, about anger, I would just say, just why do you need to get angry? And
Yeah, I
that's
think it's
just
important too to know sometimes like all right, like you need to know like when you're too angry, like time to stop,
yeah, yeah,
like I've gotten to the I'm so tilted there's no returning today. Like let's go play something else or do something else. Like
yeah.
yeah, and sometimes
Just
you don't. Like sometimes you get really angry in a game,
and
but
then you're
like
just let's keep on
after the
fucking
game
playing.
you're
God damn it.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Or sometimes like after the game, you calm down and you're fine. You can
Oh
keep
yeah,
going
that
then.
too.
Like whatever, that's fine too. But no, sometimes you're just like fucking man, I'll fucking show all those fucking cunts. I'm gonna fucking queue up again. Let's fucking go. You need to just maybe take a breath and say, maybe I shouldn't. Like and even maybe you should just go get up and like stretch your legs for like 5 minutes or something and then come back and queue. Like that's fine. Like
Honestly, yeah. Those
or just go make a snack or something, like
those cue breaks help quit tilt so well.
yeah, they really do. That's what I try to do now if I play online stuff. I try to like get up in between games if I get triggered, tilted, not triggered. That's a bad word.
I would say if anyone's having issues with anger, like I did, just try to be as reflective as you can, and just think about what you're doing, and just like just realize, like, I'm doing this. Why am I doing this though? And it's not helping anyone. It's not helping anything. Even if you're yelling at, the guy in your team about something stupid, yelling at him is not going to make him better.
Yeah, it's not gonna make him stop sucking. You're probably just gonna make him suck more. You've tilted him now, like
Yeah.
you've put him in the mode like, think I'm feeding, do you? I'll show you feeding. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, that's all you're gonna get out of it. Like,
yeah, and like I said, I still got a lot to work on towards anger.
And that's okay. You recognize that. That's good. Like,
yeah, I recognize that I do need to work on it, and I am actively trying to work on it.
Yeah.
So, as long
I've
as
tried to like actively be more positive when I play games. Like if my team like does something, try to like, and not very often because you don't want to be like, you don't want to do it too much or it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But just maybe like once a game, I'll try to be like, dude, that was a sick play or something. I try to like give someone the praise. Get them going.
I don't do that, but I think I realized maybe I should try to do that a bit more.
Yeah. I'll be like, yo, dude, that was a sick play. Fucking dude, my dude. And sometimes you may have to lie. Like maybe it wasn't that sick of a play. Maybe it was like okay at best, but that's okay.
You just gotta pump them up.
Just tell them it was fantastic.
Yeah. But yeah, just make sure that you're thinking about your own anger and realizing that you are getting angry. But yeah, I honestly, most of the time, I only get angry because other people like start saying shit.
That's
and that just tilts me off the face of the earth.
Yeah. If I get angry, it's always that as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was a nice talk. That was a good reflective talk about anger. And if anyone can if it can help anyone, that that'll make me feel
if
good.
even just like one person gets something out of anger discussion, that's pretty good,
Maybe they'll like hear my story and be like, you know what? Maybe I did something similar, and I also realized that what I did is stupid, and maybe I should work on it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Someone realizing that by just stumbling upon this, that would make me feel good. So,
yeah, exactly.
So let's move on. Not too long ago, maybe a long time ago, actually it might have been almost a month ago, we had E3, the Electronic Expo. What is the other E for?
Electronic Entertainment Expo,
there we go.
I think. I'm not sure. That might be wrong, to be honest.
It's something like that. It's just a big fucking corporate show where they just meme on stage.
Yeah, it is. That's pretty much exactly what it is. Usually
Nintendo and Sony hit it right out of the park. I think Sony kind of, they didn't do amazing. They didn't do bad. I think Microsoft actually did better than most years. Besides bringing out a fucking car for no reason.
That's what I've heard.
Hey, let's show all these fucking fat nerds a car. No.
Dude, think of how many bitches you could get with this car. Now come buy the Xbox Scorpion Master 1S Platinum Edition next year. Like,
I mean, though, from what I've heard from Microsoft fans who play a lot of Forza, that was a pretty a good demonstration. Not the car, but the demo. And it was they were pretty interested by the new Forza. So
I've heard that too.
Before I get into the star of the show for us, was there anything else at E3 that caught your eye?
Honestly, not. Let me think. Just make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I didn't get to see too much of it since I was working, but
as was I.
Not really. It was pretty boring to me. Like nothing super relevant to my interests, I guess.
Yeah, nothing.
The weirdest thing I saw was the Mario and Rabbids game.
That was
If my buddy buys a Switch, like I may get that and play it. It looks like something else.
Okay, real quick. Speaking about the Switch, have you seen a game called ARMS?
Yeah, yeah, I know about that
That
one.
game, I don't know what you think of it, but I think it looks like so much fun.
Yeah, it looks like it should be fun.
It looks like just a ton of fun, and possibly even competitive fun. I don't know. I just want
Mhm.
to I just want to say that because that
Yeah,
game
yeah.
really
No, I
interests
get you.
me. I guess because I like sparring too. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Anyways, yeah. At E3, I had not too much. Nothing too big was revealed that made me want to come my undies as much as Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
So Monster Hunter is a little, for those of you who don't know the series, it's it's a game where you're dropped into a nice big world, not an open world, just that not literally a world, just you're dropped into a game where you as a hunter start your career, and you go about your career hunting monsters in this big world with dragons and wyverns and whatever the fuck you can smash with the sword, and you kill them, and then you take their body parts, you carve them off of them, you take them to the local armorer and weaponsmith, and you just turn that into more weapons and more clothes, and you kill them more. And the better monsters you fight, the better gear you get, or the better gear you can create. And with the better gear, you go fight better monsters, and it just that's basically the core gameplay is just kill a monster, get his stuff, make better stuff, kill better monster, and then get better stuff, and you just keep going through that until you hit the pretty much the top ranks where all the monsters are really tough and really powerful and really smart, and it's just a really fun game, similar to Dark Souls. Everyone often compares it to that. It's a hardcore game, a very punishing action game where you can't just run around and hacking and slashing at things. You've got to really think about how you fight and who you fight. And I think that's just the beauty behind Monster Hunter, is just dueling the monsters and learning their movesets and learning your movesets and just timing everything so perfectly.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
It's just a ton of fun. It's very satisfying when you can land those hits and everything. But yeah, Monster Hunter World is the newest upcoming release in the series, set for I think 2018. I don't remember if it even
I
has a
think
date.
that's right. Yeah.
And it's set to come out on PS4 and Xbox One, and then eventually PC. But one of the reasons this is such a big announcement is because Monster Hunter has almost exclusively always been on handheld. It started off on the PS2, and then from there, the main series pretty much stayed handheld. So it's never had upgraded graphics. Pretty much, if you were to buy Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, which is on the PlayStation Portable, and Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, the graphical quality, I mean, it didn't change much. It still
Yeah.
looks about the same. The monsters look more detailed, I guess. They look prettier, but it still looks about the same. Like they could have just copied the models from that game and thrown it into the newer games, and you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and so
Pretty
Monster
true.
and so Monster Hunter World is the first HD, I guess, game in the series. And if you watch the trailer, you can really see that everything just looks amazing. It looks beautiful. It looks just so, the quality is just so nice compared to what we're used to.
Yeah, I know.
Everything just looks good, and that's really, I can't explain it better than that. The leaves are leaves.
Yeah, they're not little squares, little green squares. You have to just that's a leap, I guess. Like
Yeah, it's really cool. Everyone, when the trailer initially hit, everyone kind of freaked out because they said it was open world. They said, and that's a buzzword, as everyone knows.
yeah,
Open
for
world.
sure it is. I will admit that's one of those words I hear kind of like gives me like worry a little bit, but not
Yeah.
for this game, just like in general. I mean, like
Yeah, and
I kind of don't like that being in games.
I mean, I
But-
like open world, but usually when games do open world, they don't do it well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if it's done well, I don't mind.
But as for this game, like they cleared up a lot of the stuff that people were having concerns
Yeah.
about pretty much immediately. Like open world, by that they mean like the maps. In all these games, your map you go by little sections. So it's a big map that you can travel through, but there's sections to the map that's a couple meters wide that I don't know how to explain it. Like little arenas.
So basically,
yeah, go for it.
For the map, basically, it'll be like 12 different like areas that are like zoned off, and then you can like go from one to the next one and stuff. Like climb up a ledge or jump off a cliff or whatever.
With loading screens between each
yeah,
zone.
yeah, with little loading screens, right?
And so in Monster Hunter World, you have the entire map open, and you can just traverse through the entire thing without a single loading screen, which it doesn't sound like much, but that's a huge difference in a game like Monster Hunter. It doesn't
sound like much, but I came a little bit when I saw it.
Yeah, because everything just it'll feel so much smoother, and it'll feel the world will just feel more like a world instead of just like 12 separate arenas that you jump around in. And it does change a lot of the aspects behind Monster Hunter. Like, sometimes you'd get hit by a monster, you'd get knocked back out of the zone into the other zone, and you could just heal up and wait for yourself to get healed up and then go back in and keep fighting. Now, that monster is just going to chase you right into that next zone. And this is just one of the many things that comes with the new open world aspect to the game. There's a lot of other things that changed in this game. The game itself, at the core, is, from what they're saying, is still Monster Hunter. Most of it is still Monster Hunter. There's just like a few new things, and it's HD. One of the most noticeable things was the grapple hook thing. I don't know if you saw that or not.
I heard about it. I didn't see that part, but I can imagine how it'll work.
So, in the trailer, whenever you mounted a monster, you could like move up and down its back and everything, and it could knock you off, but you could like throw your grappling hook and just get right back on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was a use of the grappling hook. It also like shoots things kind of like a pocket bowgun, I guess is what I could call that. Because in the trailer I saw the guy loaded up with like a little fruit and shoot like a cliff, and it made the cliff fall onto the monster, and that was cool. There's a lot of environmental damage, and monsters can also meet up and directly fight each other, which is also another really cool thing. The thing that I'm seeing in these trailers is just how much more alive and the ecosystem feels. Like before, if you had like two big monsters interact with each other, they'd probably ignore each other and just try to come at you, or just like mindlessly ram into each other and not, they just play an animation towards the other monster and deal damage to it. And in this trailer, the Rathalos picks up the, I don't know what it's called, Apjanoth or whatever, the red T-Rex. He picks it up by its claws and just drops it onto the ground, and that deals a lot of damage. And it's just real cool seeing the monsters like actually interact for once. Other things that are new to the game, you can change your armor sets in hunts. That's really, really cool.
Yeah, that was really interesting to me.
When I first heard it, I didn't know if I liked it or not, because there's a part of me that feels like, you should go into a hunt with what you're going to fight with, and you shouldn't be able to, bitch out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also kind of cool in case, you like run into a Rathalos while you're fighting a ground-based monster, and you're like, you know what? Fuck the Rathalos. I'm just going to grab, my bow, because I don't want to fight it with dual swords, So,
yeah.
So that was pretty neat. Again, enormous multiple monsters per hunt on these big maps. Drop in, drop out multiplayer. That was another cool one.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if they'll still have like the hunter hubs. I hope they do, because those are kind of nice.
But
It
yeah,
just
I'll kind
feels
of miss
kind
it
of,
if it's not.
yeah. It feels like your bros. You're just going in there, gearing up and getting ready.
Yeah, just you and your buddies. It's
Yeah.
your little bear.
I wasn't able. I could have checked, but I didn't check to see if those are still in or not. They could have said something about it. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I
not
do
sure.
hope they are still in. But the drop in, drop out multiplayer, that's nice. I don't know how they're gonna scale the monsters per player, because they did that in the other games where, if you're playing multiplayer, the monsters would just be stronger because they would up their damage, up their health to be able to deal with 4 players. In this, I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah. We'll have to see. Hopefully.
Yeah, but honestly, that is the next big game that I am just looking
Yeah,
forward to
same.
so much. And I think I'm gonna probably buy it for Amy's Xbox One and then buy it for PC later when it releases on that. I really wish they would have released it on the PC simultaneously. Maybe they
I know.
still will.
I feel that like. How are we gonna play if it's not for PC? Because
Yeah,
I'm a PS4 fuck, so like.
I I okay. I remember they said they used the word world in the title because they want it to they want to they want that to be the theme behind the game. World as in, open world game, and the entire world can play at once, because that's one of the things they're harking on is or really saying is they're gonna release it for globally at the same time,
Yeah,
and
right,
everyone
right.
can play with each other. I don't know if that means that it's cross compatible with it's cross platform compatible.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I would hope so, because when it does come out, I would like to play with you on
Yeah,
my
yeah, of course.
Xbox and your
Actually, I
PS4.
guess my buddy has an Xbox. Guess I could get that. Like,
Yeah, or we could do that.
never thought about that until literally just now. But okay, so we'll see
Oh
how it
yeah,
goes.
I mean, once it comes out on PC, if it's not cross-platform compatible, like, I'm sorry, Max, I'm playing on PC because I'm
No,
gonna
dude,
make that shit look fucking nice.
we'll jump ship.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm really excited for that. That was the one game that really stuck out to me because it's Monster Hunter, and I'm very familiar with Monster Hunter. When I was watching through E3, I was watching a VOD because I watch a guy who likes to make fun of it and commentate over it. And I was watching through it. Whenever that trailer started, because they didn't say much about it, they just started the trailer. I was like, man, this looks a lot like Monster Hunter. And that just kept coming back. This looks like a lot like Monster Hunter. This feels a lot like Monster Hunter. They're jumping a lot like Monster Hunter. What are they doing? Are they really copying Monster Hunter? And then I saw the fucking Rathalos just fly out of the sky, and I'm like, holy fug. My pants were just wet.
I get you, dude. I get it.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that game. Anything you want to say about it? Because
I don't know. I feel like you've covered it pretty well. Like pretty much all thoughts about it. Like now we just have to go through the wait and see what happens.
I think this isn't to say you're not interested in it, but like I think I am like much more interested in it because I did introduce you to Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Like you played it a bit, you said, on the PSP, and you said you didn't like it, and then I made you get a
Yeah.
a
I liked
3DS
the
one.
later ones. I don't know. Like I didn't PSP though.
Yeah,
But the later ones were alright. Had
but
fun
yeah,
with those.
I did get you to start playing it, so
Exactly.
you can see
I
how
kind of
would
like
be
just
more.
don't let myself get like too hyped up for games anymore. How
Yeah.
many times I've been disappointed. Like I kind of just wait now.
I do it anyways because I just don't care. You know what?
Mhm.
If I get all hyped up for a game and it just feels that hype, that's just gonna feel so good. And if I
That's
get all
true,
hyped
yeah.
up for the game and it just kind of goes kaput, you know what? I don't care anymore. I've been through Spore. I've been through No Man's Sky. I don't care.
Jesus. Those are the fucking disappointments of the century.
Okay, real quick, honestly, No Man's Sky, it's not bad. People,
Yeah, it looks okay.
I honestly get so angry whenever I see people just circle jerk about how much they fucking hate No Man's Sky.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
They're like, oh, I hate Sean Murray. He lied to us. It's like, why don't you shut the fuck up and just like not care about the shit then? Like, you don't have to care. You and your little Reddit protesting isn't gonna fucking do shit. You know, you guys can band together and it's not going to do shit. People are going to lie if they're going to lie.
Come on, Reddit. Let's go. Let's stop liars.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like,
no, I know what you mean. I see that too.
It's so annoying. It's like, okay, it's been a year. You don't still have to comment on this fucking subject.
Yeah, I know.
Like get over it. and they just get so salty over this No Man's Sky. Every time I see it pop up on Reddit, it's just comments and comments of just circle jerking about how bad it was. And these aren't even people that continue playing it. You know, I would understand if they still play it and they still don't like it, but like the game's gone through 2 very major changes. It's about to go through a 3rd major change. Overall, you know, the game's not worth 60, but if I paid 60 and I have a job, you know, I don't care, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just people need to get over it sometimes, and they don't, because they're just so stuck on their high horse of wanting to, you know, be social justice warriors and whatever the fuck. They gotta care about the gaming, whatever nuances of game development, and it's like, no, just quit fucking caring about that shit, because whatever you do isn't gonna change it. Just realize that. And I know I sound like I'm just a dog just fucking sitting down. But no, it's not. It's just, I don't care. You're not going to change anything trying. Just get over it and stop stressing yourself out over it and pissing people like me off.
Really?
Yeah. Anyways, Monster Hunter World. Amazing game. Hopefully. I can't wait to try it out. They've released a couple of like half-hour batches of gameplay, and I've watched that, of course, and it looks like Monster Hunter. So I'm real excited to get my hands on that someday.
Yeah, it should be good.
So
we begin our long wait.
yeah. It's only 2018. Seems like everything is releasing in 2018. What's up with that? Everything that I'm looking forward to is just 2018.
It'll be a good year, you know. We just gotta make it there.
Yeah, it's not like last year where 2016 everyone died. RIP.
Oh, I hated
Worst
that.
year in the world.
I wanted to kill myself anytime anyone said any of those. Fuck 2016, am I right? And I'm like, no, fuck you. I'm so sick of this. That joke was never funny.
Yeah. What?
Fuck.
2016, 2017, year of memes. Here we go, boys. Anyways, this is the part of the cast where we have a couple of random questions. You said you might have one. I don't know if you still do.
I had one, but it's gone now, dude. Maybe I can think of one before we get to the end. I had one, though. I had one for the first, kind of lost somewhere along the way. Because I was stupid and didn't write it down.
Ooh.
Fuck. Maybe it'll come back, though. Just give him a second.
I want to say real quick, thanks to B Gibson 32.
Hell yeah.
He just followed me on Twitch. He's one of my Chillcraft boys.
Oh, nice.
Played with him back on Chillcraft. What's up, B Gibbs? Thanks for tuning in. We're probably talking about shit you don't care about, but you know what? You will someday, once you grow up to be like me and Max. He's actually older than us, and he has real jobs. But
I was gonna say, I hope he grows up better than us. It's fine too.
This is the relatable podcast. If you don't relate, then please get the fuck out. I'm just kidding. Thanks for the follow, B Gibbs. And also, Game Ghost 323. Hi, can I join you guys? I'm sorry, but as you can see on the screen, there's only room for 2 people. If there were room for 3, I'd totally let you in. But there's only room for 3.
Yeah, maybe. Oh well.
But thanks for tuning in, Game Ghost. If
man.
any of you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. We might answer them. You know, we got a huge influx of questions from our viewers, so we might not get to yours.
Yeah, we'll try our best, but you know, when you're getting just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of questions during your podcast, it's tough to make it.
It really is tough.
We'll try our best, just for you.
All right, so on to the first question, and this is just a simple question. Favorite food? I'll let you go first.
Oh man, favorite food. All right, this is a tough one, but probably gonna have to go with curry.
Curry?
Just like, yeah, dude. Not like necessarily a particular kind, but I love going to like Thai restaurants and just getting like a big bowl of like yellow curry with like chicken, potatoes, carrots.
Oh man. And see, here's the thing. You know, you don't have to like a certain kind of curry, you know.
Yeah, I just like curry in general.
The
like,
aspect of curry, you know.
Like I can get red curries, yellow curry.
Man.
It's all good. Like
damn. I need to go buy like a curry block at Walmart or something now.
Yeah, dude. Woo. That's one thing nice about here where I live is there's like lots of pho places and they usually have curry as well. So I can just go and get like a nice. It's good, dude.
Oh
it's
man,
good.
that sounds
yeah
yummy. I want some curry now over rice. So
Same,
curry,
actually.
huh?
Yeah, it's a tough choice, but I'd have to go with curry.
You know, I like my mom at her restaurant. She used to own a Thai restaurant that I worked at, and she made this red curry that had baby corn, you know, those tiny little corn thingies, and mushrooms and.
It had what?
Baby corn.
Oh, you cut out for a second. What did it have?
Oh, I'm sorry. It had baby corns.
Good. Oh, I love those, dude. Yeah. They're so good.
Baby corns, mushrooms. I think it was like shiitake, the skinny, tall ones, kind of.
Okay, yeah.
And shrimp. Oh my god, it was the bomb. I agree with you though. I really fucking love baby corn. Something about baby corn is just so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, as for me, my favorite food is definitely sushi. That is the number one food for me. I love all kinds of food, but if I had to choose just one food, it would be sushi. Like I can eat sushi every single day and not get tired of it. Mm-hmm. And I think, you know, I think it all goes back to when I was younger. My parents and sisters, my sisters were like really into Asian stuff. I guess because they're Asian, but
what a bunch of weebs.
they're into that stuff, and so they would like always make sushi, and we'd have sushi nights, and we'd just buy a bunch of sushi wrap, make a bunch of rice, and just make our own sushi. And I just fucking down like 4 or 5 rolls of sushi, and it just it was great.
I never got tired of it. Sushi in a while. I'm so jealous.
Well, you live on the coast. Don't you guys have like sushi buffets, sushi boat places?
Yeah, there's like all kinds of places, and I keep telling my roommate we need to get busy lately, so we've not had the chance.
Well, you know what? If your roommate isn't wanting to go with you, I think you just need to go alone.
I may do that, but his sushi's like his favorite.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So I have to. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's truly just like a time thing. Like,
yeah, that's unfortunate.
He works like 12 and 14-hour days sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, because he has one of those real jobs, huh?
Yeah. Not a fuckboy job like me.
Yeah. I really do miss going to like sushi buffets, not fucking Chinese buffets, but sushi, actual,
right?
You know, floating on the boats and everything. You just pick them off and just eat all you can fucking eat. Oh, there's so much. Oh man, I need to go back to the coast and go there. But yeah, now me and Amy just make sushi at home.
Oh, sushi. Dude, your mic's going wild.
Is it robotic?
I don't know, like it's.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah,
now. I don't know
it robots every now and then.
Yeah, you were roboting for a second there, and it was like kind of echoing too. It was really weird. You'll have to go back and listen to it. I don't know how to explain it exactly.
Yeah, my mic's been doing that for the past couple of weeks now. But yeah, I was just saying that me and Amy usually just make our own sushi at home. We just buy wraps, get rice and rice vinegar. I like cream cheese in mine, and we just, if we go to Asian stores, we'll get like sushi grade tuna and everything, and just use that. And it's, it's real good for homemade sushi. I really enjoy it. I do want restaurant sushi and all that, like the fried shit. Oh man, I love fried sushi and tempura sushi. But it's sushi and it's good, and I could keep on eating it, unless it's cold. Cold sushi, with cold dry rice. No. That's a disgrace to sushi.
Yeah.
Amy still likes to eat it, but I'm like, no. Do not allow this in my mouth.
I was hoping my roommate would get home at a reasonable time today, so I could be like sushi, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, when does that place close at your place?
The place we go to, by the way, is pay like $20 or something, and you go in and they just give you sushi until you're done, and they make it in front of you too. Like you can be like, yo, I want like a California roll, and they'll just make it like right there in front of you and then hand it to you, and you just fucking eat until you want to go home. Like,
yeah, that's
he'll eat like 20 rolls of sushi sometimes. It's wild, dude.
That's pretty cool. $20.
Yeah.
That's a fucking steal.
Yeah, it's like 20 or $30. I'm not sure. Like
that. Yeah, I'd still say that's a steal.
Yeah. Like
as long as you eat like 2 or 3 rolls. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like, you don't even have to eat a lot to get your...
Yeah.
And he gets the money's worth for, like, all 3 of us just with what he eats, so...
Oh, man, I could fucking pig out in those places.
Dude, you gotta come here to Seattle sometime, and we'll take you to the... Trappers is the place we'll take you
Trappers. Okay.
Yeah.
Someday when I actually have more money to spend.
I feel that. Me too.
All right, so let's go ahead and go on to the second question. And this one is, if you could put yourself into any video game, which would it be?
Oh, man. Part of me wants to say Monster Hunter, honestly. Like, dude, can you imagine us just, like, really going on adventures and stuff? And that's just, like, what we do for a living? How cool would that be?
It's funny you say that, because that's my pick.
How cool would that be?
Yeah, it would be so fucking cool. Like this... See, the thing about this question is, it's not asking you what your favorite game is. Monster Hunter, it's a great fucking game. It's not my favorite, but it's a great game.
Same.
The thing is, that's the world that I would want to fucking live in.
Yeah. The other one, I don't necessarily have a particular game in mind, but just like any kind of game that has a world where get my own spaceship and like travel to different planets and stuff, like have my bros on my ship with me.
Like No Man's Sky?
Maybe not quite like that. I want to have friends with me. It can't be like No Man's Sky.
XD, he lied about multiplayer.
Funny! Okay, Reddit, let's kill Sean Murray.
If I could refund my game again, I would.
Okay,
I'm
those
done.
people who play 10,000 hours and then refund games make me mad, by the way. That's actually reprehensible. These people are terrible.
Unless that game is Ark.
Is that game bad?
Okay. It's in early access right now. They're wanting to charge, once it gets out of early access, they want to charge $60.
Good God, no way.
Yeah. No way. No. It's not worth $60. It's worth 10, 20.
Yeah. What the
It's
fuck?
heavily unoptimized. There is very little to do unless, you play on multiplayer servers. It's not it's a Rust game, $15, $20. Sure. But $60? Right. No. Anyways,
that's disgusting.
It is. After selling DLC for an early access game, they do that. So anyways, yeah.
Goodness.
Anyways, back to the topic, because I keep going on these.
Oh, no, you're good. You're
rants.
good. It's what we do,
It's just I get so angry about everything, Max. I get so angry.
We talked about this. You're supposed
I
to
know.
be better about
I
this
know.
now.
I need to be better. Anyways,
But yeah,
do you have a game in mind relating to that space go around?
I'm trying
anywhere?
to think if there's like any game like that I can think of.
Because honestly, if No Man's Sky did have multiplayer in it, I feel like that would be the perfect, one of the most perfect worlds to
Yeah.
be in. Because everything is just beautiful in that
Yeah,
game.
yeah, right.
Like it really is.
Yes, something like that, but something more like I kind of want to be in like a how do I a universe that's kind of like in a state of war too. So like getting in
Ooh.
like tense like shit battles and stuff like with other
Like
fleets.
Cowboy
and stuff.
Bebop type shit.
Yeah, like me and my group of lawless lowlifes in my ship getting in shootouts with like
Yeah.
other ships and like the galactic police and stuff like that or whatever they are. Like that sounds. I honestly think traveling space like that's like the only thing that could truly make me happy in life, and that's obviously impossible. So I guess I'm just gonna be miserable my whole life.
I gotta say, I'm not scared of space, but I've had nightmares about space. Like one of my most recent nightmares, not really a nightmare, but just kind of like a fearful dream, is like the moon was like it started spinning real fast around, and you could see it spinning, and it was just really scary, and like an apocalypse happened because of it. And I also had another dream where like the planets were really close to us, and that was a bad sign. And then I've had dreams where like I get launched into outer space, and I kind of get claustrophobic and scared. So like I'm not scared of going into space, but I have dreams where I do get scared. It's weird.
Interesting. Yeah,
So
that's pretty weird.
I don't know if I would be able to go into space, if I would be able to enjoy it, because I feel like I have
space is
some
pretty scary. Like honestly, it is. Like
I feel like I have some deep back, fear of space in my mind.
that's how I feel about like the ocean. I kind of have like that kind of a fear of the ocean, actually. Like deep out in the ocean, not like going to the beach and swimming, but like being out in the middle of nowhere in the ocean, like on a ship. Like
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think I would. I mean, if I got thrown into the game with you, whatever game it was, and you're like,
we'd make it work,
Yeah, I'd be like, you know what? Fuck yeah, let's do that. I would definitely fucking do that with you.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Now, if I had the choice, we're getting a fucking party and going to Monster Hunter, and
Come on,
we're
Max.
gonna hunt the shit out of some monsters and make money doing that.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. That's like my other choice is probably Monster Hunter, because that'd be a good way to live,
It would be.
Maybe you die on the hunt, but like that's life, whatever. Like
You don't even die. You just get sent right back to camp.
And you just get thrown onto a cart. Who cares?
It's simple and it's fun, and you can. I could do it every single day. I probably really could.
Yeah.
Man, they gotta make an anime about Monster Hunter, because there is just so much story that could be told,
Right. Yeah. For sure.
and not Monster Hunter stories.
Woo. I've heard it's something we'll call it.
Yeah, for me, definitely Monster Hunter. That would be the game world to drop me into. And for you, I feel like you lean more towards the space pirate.
Yeah.
Whatever space pirate game there is.
It doesn't even have to be a pirate per se. Like just like a space like explorer or something would be cool too. Like just like the danger and the unknown, and like going to unknown planets and stuff. Like I would enjoy that a lot.
Okay.
I think.
Well, you know what, Max? That's not the question. I asked for a specific game, and you're giving me
How
a
about
world.
one of the Star Ocean games? I don't know. That's kind of sort of what I'm getting at.
Yeah, there you go.
Even
Thanks.
that's only kind of. Oh no, dude! It's a game on the DS called Infinite Space. It's basically like exactly what I want.
Okay. Never heard of it. I feel like I have heard of it, but
Most people haven't. It's pretty niche, but that game's like pretty much exactly what I want, like that.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah, like crazy galaxy, various like big factions at war throughout like the universe, going to planets, sneaking through. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
All right. Well, Max, were you ever able to think of that third question?
Okay, yeah, I remembered it.
Okay. Surprise question. Here we go. I'm not prepared for this one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to think this one through. So this is just for like kind of relating to video games as well. But if you could have a creature from a video game as like your pet, like anyone, what kind of thing would you want?
Ooh.
And you can like make up new rules. Like you can say this is my pet and I like ride thing. Like even if you don't ride them in the game, that's okay. Like
Okay, just any creature is now my pet.
yeah.
Does it have to be a specific creature?
No. I mean, it has to be something reasonable though, like something you could like reasonably like feed and take care of. So you can't have like, I don't know, I want this living planet to be my creature, my pet. Like that's like a little too much.
Oh, okay.
So like something that you could actually like take care of,
But it does have to be from a game.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would have to think. I gotta think about that one just a bit. So go ahead.
Yeah, I actually need to think about it too because I don't quite have my answer yet. But like, I don't know. I want something that's like big and strong, but that I can like ride around on too. You know, like maybe I'll like ride him to battle or something. I don't know. Maybe like a. I kind of feel like maybe like a monster from Monster Hunter or something.
That's fucking where I was going.
I can't think of like what particular one I would want if I could only like.
One of my favorite things in video games are the creatures and everything and all the monsters and everything.
Yeah.
And for some reason I'm just drawing a blank on what my favorite.
Yeah, me too though.
Thing
like,
is.
I thought I'd have an answer when I asked this, but now I'm just like, fuck, I don't know.
You know what I want? I want a chocobo from Final Fantasy. It'll be so cool.
Give you the most boring answer possible.
Can I get a waifu from a Final Fantasy game as my pet? Can I have Yuna as my pet?
All right, this is getting a little more.
I don't know. I mean, there's so many monsters that I've seen over the course of my entire gaming career that I just think are so amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I think. Shit,
Can you imagine like having like a Tigrix as your pet or something? Like, how cool would that be, dude?
I think for now, we might touch on this next week, but right now, I think my pet would be a Gore Magala / Shagaru Magala. Mm-hmm. You remember that monster?
Yeah. I do. He's a boy.
He just looks fucking cool in both forms. He's
yeah.
Black and all capey in the first form, and then all regal and royal in the second form. And it's a really cool guy. Definitely I would ride him. His poison and whatever would not affect me. He would be tamed. He would not, fucking kill people. But I think for now I would have to go with that until I can think of the creature.
Yeah.
So is there like a rent-a-creature somewhere? Until I can get money to get the real guy, the real one that I want.
Right.
Yeah, something about Monster Hunter is the ecosystem. That's the reason why I fell in love with the game. Is just the ecosystem, just and all the variety of monsters and everything. It just feels so nice and works so well, and that's why I love the game so much.
Yeah, right.
And
you know what? I want a fucking Zenogre. That'd be
Zenogre. Okay, yeah,
sick, dude.
That's pretty.
That's what I want. That'd be sick.
Would you want the Stygian Zenogre, with the dragon attribute over the lightning attribute?
Oh man, that's That's tough, actually. Because, like, the lightning's really cool, and I kind of, like, really appreciate that with them.
Yeah, it is really
But,
fucking
like,
cool.
you know what? Yeah, I think I do want lightning over.
Okay.
Sorry, Stygian. Like, you're pretty, but
Yeah, he's pretty fucking cool. But that lightning man, that is he is the
Yeah,
lightning
it's-
beast.
it's just their thing. Like, I couldn't see my pet as an ogre without all the light.
It's funny how much Monster Hunter we're getting in this cast today.
Yeah, I know, dude.
It's just like, even if you don't like the game, the environment in the game and the ecosystem is just so wonderful. You just can't help but like not appreciate it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. But yeah, Gore Magala and Shagaru Magala. I you know what? I would want him to be able to change it back and forth.
Yeah, I
That's-
get you.
That's the biggest rule I would change, is let
Yeah,
him be
dude.
able to change back and forth so I can have both forms, because both forms are just really awesome.
You gotta let them change back and forth. You know, you might need one or the other, depending. Like, or all like, here's what my armor looks like for today. You need to come as Gore Magala so we match, dude. Like, you know, like.
Yeah. But yeah, I think with that last question, that wraps it up for the Kato cast this month, possibly year. Who knows?
Maybe never again. This is it, guys. See you later. We're
Yep, episode
back.
1 and 2.
Second
never-
episode. We quit. That's it.
Never go for the trilogy.
No more topics. Our life will never advance from here. That's it. Sorry, guys.
No, yeah, it takes a bit. Like I've got to have things, just happen in my mind where I'm like, okay, this is
Yeah,
what I
right,
want to talk
same.
about. I
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
want to talk about. So, yeah, because we're not like a directly focused cast, like I was saying earlier. We
Yeah, exactly. We kind of need like events to talk about. So like, if nothing's going on, really, like,
yeah.
all right, there's nothing to talk about. Like,
Tune in next week. We're gonna talk about
my boring ass
Overwatch.
life.
Overwatch released new skins.
Yeah, yay. Oh, did you guys see that new hats came to Dota 2? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
nobody wants to fucking listen to that, like, honestly.
yeah. So that's what we are, guys. The Relatable Podcast.
And see, that's what's cool about us, though. You know, when we go live, it's
Yeah, there's-
actually worth tuning into. Like,
yeah.
it's not going to be boring shit nobody cares about.
And we're just gonna be sparse, and then you're just gonna fucking thirst for us. You're just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
fucking want
Oh.
us.
When are they coming back? Okay, that's enough. Enough.
All
I'm
right.
getting a little too excited here.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. A friendly Yam, that guy was on my team as well.
Yeah, thanks,
My
guys.
Overwatch team.
Oh, nice.
So, yep. Thank you, Yam, Siege, Game Ghost 323, and B Gibbs for tuning in. If anyone else popped in here and out, or if anyone's watching the YouTube VOD or the Twitch VOD, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, giving us a shot for your ears, and we will see you next time. Bye bye, everyone.
See you guys.